On the diagnostics menu, we have the ability to read fault codes. Something we must highlight is that Jaltest will not include generic fault codes. Basically, we handle specific codes proprietary from the manufacturer. As you can see, we're having the 5989. This is an engine intake manifold pressure. We have that at drifted high. If I want to see freeze frame data, I just click this little icon and I'm going to be able to see last date of occurrence, priority on my system, the warning lamps, and the system say we can see it's an active fault code, right? So this is a permanent status fault code, and we can also click the help and components of the fault. We can see possible causes, effects of this fault code, and also components related to the fault code. If I want to see extra information about my component or my team of mechanics, it's not sure about what component, we can see this aid in which we're going to see pictures, references, diagrams, pinouts, and all of the operational values such as voltages, temperatures, and pressures. We've got system data. This is ECU data stored by the manufacturer in which we're going to get hardware or software version. We're going to be total distance, travel with the engine, operational hours, and more operational data from the engine, right? We can also check operational data such as the engine operational data, after treatment data records, engine abuse data, fuel consumption rates can be read from this particular functionality. Live measurements and monitoring. We've got system displays, pretty attractive when it comes to the fuel systems or after treatment systems. These engines will have some different configurations based on their emission standards, and as you can see, we are having really great information about pressure, temperatures, and cycles on the EGR system and after treatment system, right? We can also do manual selection. I can see this engine has a total amount of, let's just stay stick. Computer is a little bit slow today.
So now we are in the manual selection of measurements. As you can see, we have different categories while trying to read different components. We have pressure, temperature, length, volume, sensors, time, speed, rotation velocity, flow volume, voltage, mass, electric current, acceleration, moment of force, density, range, state, and without value. As you can see, this engine is packed with 235 sensors and components that are connected to the main control unit on the engine. So let's just say we want to filter out and we are just looking for temperature sensors. Let's just say we are hoping to read the exhaust temperature before and after the particular filter, or the inlet temperature sensor at the beginning of the diesel oxidation catalyst. We're gonna just click these little gauges and we're gonna be able to have live measurements so we can monitor. These specific range are standard by the manufacturer. These are specified range that should be on the normal operational values, right? If we get any system alert right here, it's because we are having wrong measurements or out of the range measurements, right? I can even save this information. If I'm performing a road test and any fault code is being generated, I can save these measurements into my diagnostic report or work order. I can even get the graphs. I can set a time lapse of about 2 to 3 minutes so I can see what's the path of the signals we're getting on our sensors and components. So we can still get measurements in live, in real time, right? Setting parameters as well. We can do software revisions by comments. We can do a unit revision update of the control unit. We can do a VGT actuator update. We can set parameters on the ECU, on the memory, information on the after treatment system controller. We can set speed limits, cruise control, engine brake, idle, engine protection, power takeoff, powertrain, electronic control, and so forth and so on. These are more advanced configurations, so we can set parameters such as the engine load profile on these engines. Tests such as the system checks in between cylinder cutouts, multiple or manual processes. We can run system checks in the fuel system, on the turbo VGT, on the starter motor lockout, particulate filter status, counter pressure sensor of the EGR. On the AdBlue side, we can run system checks on the AdBlue DEF pump. We can check for controls on leak and also the fluid metering system. Engine status monitor, NOx sensors, air management performance are system checks that we can definitely run into these engines. Remember that we have automatically generated a work order and a diagnostic report to be able to show off all of the capabilities and tests that we have run and successfully performed. I can just save it and export it as a PDF on my local files.
If you have any questions, just get in touch with us here at Mechnician. You can reach us 888-64-2240 or www.mechnician.com. Thank you very much.